How often do I get harassed by cops? I really haven't been harassed in quite a long time. In this vehicle, I've only been harassed once, and that was in Sedona. And that situation was that I had pulled up early to wait for a grocery store to open, and the property management thought that I had spent the night there, but I hadn't. If you didn't know, Sedona, it's pretty much illegal to spend the night anywhere or camp in your vehicle. And other than that, in this vehicle, I have not been harassed except for Pennsylvania, but that was over a year and a half ago. The situation was that I had just gotten back from a hike and was hanging out in the parking lot because I had sunshine and I was just charging up my battery. And some Karen was there thinking that I was going to camp there, which I already knew I couldn't. I was just hanging out. And I told the officer that when he came, but he wanted me to leave immediately because, he didn't believe. So I did. But how do I deal with cops on the road? Honestly, the best thing to do is find their human side. They are human. Yes, they really are. And contrary to popular belief, they do have the hardest job in the world. Yes, they picked that job, but every time they show up for a call, they could lose their life. It's a huge risk that they take, and if you are the person that they show up for a call for with a smile on your face and an easy demeanor, things are going to go in your favor, most likely. As long as you're not doing anything wrong. I've always tried to relate to the human side of cops. Like if my dog is barking, I just kind of look at them and I'm like, dogs, you have a dog because they're driving me nuts, right? When you're talking about kids or something, ask them if they have kids. I try to find a funny side. Some of them don't have that great of a side of humor. You kind of have to feel it. But there is a way to relate to them. You do have to find their human side and also treat them like they're human. Yes, I know they don't always do that to us. And we have to think about maybe it's because they're not treated like humans too. No, this is not a post about feel sorry for cops because that's one thing I will not do. No. No, please God, don't think that's but we should definitely be keeping in mind because if we have to deal with them and we're the easiest one for them to deal with all day, it's probably going to be better for us and for them, which means the next person they show up for might get a break too.